Hello, beautiful people. My name is Heather Fantine. I'm a spiritual breakthrough coach and the founder of the Soul on Fire Retreats for Women, a transformational and personal growth intensive. I'm shooting this video for you today because I feel a sense of urgency that wants me to use my voice to speak to you, to connect with you, to reach you in any way that I possibly can. In these last 6 months, I have felt this urgency building stronger and stronger inside of me. In December, I started using my voice in a different way, speaking, hosting workshops. I've been at a handful of speaking events where I've been able to share this message with others, inspiring them, empowering them, and giving them hope once again. As we all know, 2016 was a year that was very difficult for a lot of people. It was a year that brought a lot of darkness in our society to light. We left 2016 and still in 2017 feel very divided. Fear and prejudice and darkness and wounds were brought to light. And as I have said, the many audiences I have spoken to, there is promise when that happens. When darkness is brought to light, we have an opportunity to transform it because you cannot heal what you cannot see. And I believe that the number one thing that we can be doing to make a positive impact in this world, in our own lives, is to heal ourselves. Because as we heal ourselves, we heal the world. And this is a message to anyone who is willing to listen, anyone who truly does want to be a part of a solution instead of a problem. And I want to begin by sharing this quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's an important quote that we all need to hear right now. We need to remember this deeper truth. We need to allow the words of the truth that was spoken by him to go as deep as they possibly can and penetrate every cell in your being. Come from this place. So the quote that I want to share with you this morning is returning hate, for hate multiplies hate, adding deeper darkness to a night already devoid of stars. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can. So for all of you who are feeling the call to speak up, to march tomorrow, I want you to remember this quote and ask yourself what your energy is like when you march, what your thoughts are like when you march, what your intention is when you march. Are you coming from a place of love, or are you coming from a place of fear and hate? Are you coming from a place of focusing on the things that divide us, or are you focusing on the things that unite us? Because remember this, as Albert Einstein said, we cannot solve a problem from the same level of energy and thinking from which it was created. So as long as you stay in this energy, in the feeling, in the emotion of us and them, as long as you see everyone out there as separate from you, no matter who they are, no matter how radically different their viewpoint is, as long as you focus on your differences, as long as you see them as separate from you, you are a part of the problem and not the solution. This is a call for you to really hear this. I know that I want to be a part of the solution. And I trust and can lean so deeply on my faith and understanding of the way the world works, in trusting, in knowing that everything in my life has always happened for me, not to me. And I trust know on every cell of my being that this is happening for us, not to us. And the wonderful thing about being a human being is that we have free will. We have a choice. We always have choices. When we're being faced with situations that deeply trigger us, that put us into the emotion or the energy of frustration and anger and fear and rage and disgust and sadness, I know so many of you are feeling a deep sense of sadness. I feel you. I hear you. I understand your sadness. I am certainly not immune to it. The thing we fear the most is what we don't know. When something is uncertain to us, and right now there's a lot of uncertainty. So face those fears, embrace those fears. And I want to share with you that I know and understand where you're coming from on both sides, because I do the work every day to build those bridges within myself, to seek to find where we are united, not to focus on where we are divided. What you focus on, what you pay attention to, that is your greatest currency. Think about the words that we use when we talk about that. Paying someone attention, spending time with someone. Your energy, your focus, your attention is your greatest currency. So ask yourself, what am I investing in? What am I focusing on? Am I focusing on the problem or am I focusing on the solution? Because I'm focusing on the problem. I am a part of the problem. And know how powerful you are. We are powerful creators. We are powerful manifestors. Our energy, our focus, our attention moves mountains. So know that if you are focusing on a future that is not yet here, you are a part of the creation of the future that you most fear. I really want you to hear me on this. There are things that have been said, and there are things that have always been said. There's a lot of rhetoric. There's a lot of things that were said this morning. Those things are not yet here. And if we focus on them as if they already were reality, they will become reality faster than you can possibly imagine. And so I urge you to stop focusing on these things as if they already were a reality. Become a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. And now I am not saying to ignore what you are seeing or hearing. I am not saying to pull back and not do anything. I want you to be at your absolute best and most powerful and empowered self. I want you to rise up in your own life to be the leaders that you are being called to be. Shifting your perception, shifting your focus to become a part of the solution. Please shift your focus. And I know that can be tough. And I know that emotions are high. And for half of this country, today was not a happy day. But this is not the first time in history that this has happened. And we have persevered. And there are systems and structures in place that we can push back and we can fight back. When that time comes, use your voice, yes. Protest, yes. But pay attention, please pay attention to the hate, to the division, to the words that you're using. Have you ever heard the phrase, what you resist persists? So think about the signs that you're writing, creating, marching with. Resist Trump. Remember, what you resist persists because it's what you're focusing on. We have to face what's up, or it will keep showing up if we do not embrace this opportunity that we are being given right now. History will continue to repeat itself until we learn the lesson. Because that's how it works. Have you ever noticed patterns in your relationships or in your life where the same thing kind of keeps on happening? Whether that be in your friendships or your relationships or your professional life or in your health. Look at the patterns. The things that just kind of keep happening. It happens because you haven't yet received that gift. You haven't yet received the growth. You haven't yet received what it is trying to teach you. And I believe that what these things are all trying to teach us is that we are all one, that we are integrated, that we are connected. And first, we must seek to find that integration and wholeness and love within ourselves. That is our number one priority this year. As we heal ourselves, we heal the world. Seek to find where we are united. Shift your focus from the darkness back to the light. Stay awake and alert. Be your best self. Take radical care of yourself this year. Sleep deeply, sleep well, exercise, eat well, meditate, pray. Pray for our leaders, that they too find healing, wholeness, and integration within themselves. Pray. Get on your knees and pray. Surrender your fears. Lean into your fears. Embrace your fears. Know that having these emotional responses to what you see and hear is the appropriate response. It is okay to feel angry. It is okay to be upset. Is it okay to feel rage? Yes. The steps to process this, the first step is to allow those emotions to rise up inside of you. You do not want to resist them because remember, what you resist persists. So first step is allow. Allow the emotions to be there. Feel them. Let them in. Let them move through you. You want those emotions to go somewhere. You don't want them to stay stuck inside of you because when you stay in that energy, remember, that is the same level of energy from which this problem was created. So are you going to be a part of the problem or are you going to be a part of the solution? You need to have practices that you can lean on to help you process your emotions, to release the intensity of everything that you are feeling so that you can get back to alignment, back to truth, back to wisdom, back to love, and back to what matters most. So first, allow. Lean in and allow. Express in a healthy and safe way, not to someone, but in your own way. Turn on a song. Listen to Florence and the Machine, Shake It Out, and literally shake it out. Get it out, scream, cry, kick a punching bag, hit a punching bag. Not anyone else. And then channel that energy, all of that energy. Anger is a very powerful emotion. It's a catalyst. So from this place, remember that you can use this energy to focus on what you want to see, not what you don't. Focus on the world you want to see created, not the world that you're upset with. We have to be the change we wish to see. This is a grassroots movement. It always has been. It's not top down, it's bottom up, and it starts with each and every one of you. No matter whether or not today was a glorious, happy, hopeful day or a tragic and sad and disheartening day. Wherever you stand, I beg of you, listen to the words I am saying. Heal the separation within your own heart and mind, and allow yourself to move to a place of integration, of inclusion, of understanding. We have to begin to build more bridges. We have to go deep into our hearts and forgive ourselves for judging, for seeing ourselves as separate, for being a part of the problem instead of the solution. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself right now. Release yourself and move forward. So after you have allowed those emotions and you've channeled those emotions, use that energy as a catalyst to inspire and ignite you to use your voice, to come from a place of love, grounded in a sense of who you are, in a sense of urgency, in a sense of we need to rise up together to make a difference. Come from that place. Apply your tools. Remember that everything is happening for us, not to us, and that we are powerful co-creators in our reality. What we focus on is what we get more of. What we focus on expands. What we focus on, we attract more of in our life. Life affirms those thoughts and beliefs back to us constantly. So do we want to rise to the occasion in 2017 and learn the lesson? Or do we want to remain a part of the problem as we focus on the darkness and we focus on the division and we focus on the things that we fear the most? I know that that's not going to be my reality. I know that I need to be in a place of clarity and strength and love and conviction. I know that I need to speak out when I feel that something is wrong, when there are injustices. And I want to remind you of some of the words that were spoken today at the inauguration from the Gospel of Matthew. God blesses those who are humble, for they will inherit the whole earth. God blesses those who hunger and thirst for justice, for they will be satisfied. He blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see God. God blesses those who work for peace, for they will be called children of God. God blesses those who are persecuted for doing right, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. For you are the light of the world. Like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden, no one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on its stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. In that same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see, that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. And so just allow yourself to really take in those words and remember who you are being called to be. Because the biggest question right now is not, what will 2017 or even this new presidency bring to us? The real question is, what will we bring to it? So ask yourself that. What am I going to bring to 2017? What is the energy I am going to bring to 2017? What is the contribution that I am going to make in 2017 and the next 4 years, the next 8 years? What is going to be my contribution? What is the legacy that I am going to leave? Is it going to be one of being a part of the problem or a part of the solution? So I ask you to strengthen your community bonds. I ask you to find and seek ways in which we are all united. find common ground. There is always common ground because we share this human experience together. We share the same fears, hopes, and dreams. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. So I come to you today with this hope, this sense of urgency, this prayer, this wish that you seek to find the ways in which we are united, that you remember that everything is happening for us. And as long as you choose to receive the opportunity and learn the lesson, be the change you wish to see. Rise up in your own life. Come from a place of love. March tomorrow with love in your heart, with truth in your heart. Stand gracefully and powerfully in your truth and become an advocate for positive change, for unity, for bringing people together. Bringing people together. And I know this is what we all want. So now we have to prove that, to show that through our actions, thoughts, deeds, and behaviors. So ask yourself, who am I going to be this year? Who am I going to be in my life? And I also ask you to stay very awake and very alert. Stay on top of things, yes. But take detox breaks, media breaks. Unhook from all of the fear that's given to us in the media. Stay awake and alert, yes. Know what's going on, yes. Stand up for what you believe in, yes. Just remember to bring a certain type of energy that is a part of the solution with you when you go out there and you use your voice. Coming from a place of love, not fear. Inclusion, not division. So I thank you for listening to this today. And if you feel it could help someone you know or love, please share this message. Please send it far and wide. That is my hope this morning, that this reaches you, that you find comfort in these words, that you feel inspired and empowered to take aligned action. And if you need further support, please reach out. I would love to hear from you. And I'm only going to respond for those seeking to be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. And I also want to suggest that you tune into Sister Giant Conference from Marianne Williamson coming up the first weekend in February. You can watch it from anywhere in your home. You can watch it from anywhere in the world. If you want to become a part of the solution and take action this year, tune in to that conference. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be empowering. It's going to be inspiring. She is going to give you very practical steps and solutions that you can participate in to be an advocate for what you believe in and stand up for people's rights and justice and love. So I thank you for listening to this today, and I do hope that it has helped you in some way. God bless America. Thank you.